We're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by Dr. Hisham, Nasr, green energy and hydrogen expert. Dr. Hisham, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon.
Right, Doctor, let's start by asking you, what are the features of cooperation between Egypt and Senegal, specifically in the field of green energy and hydrogen?
I mean, there can be many potential for developing together maybe like a big solar farm, big wind turbine farm, and also like maybe some private companies, Egyptian companies, can go and develop some projects in Senegal and vice versa as well.
Now, Doctor, this is a very important, renewable source of energy, and it is available in Egypt as well as African countries. How do you think it can be maximized upon?
I mean, it can be through many cooperations, like what is happening between Egypt and the neighbor countries, as of the connection of the grid, or connecting the grids and selling electricity to each other, like between Egypt and Libya, Egypt and Sudan. And maybe in the future, the dream is to connect all African countries, including Egypt and Senegal, to have one common electrical grid, having renewable energy connected, and maybe transport that to Europe.
Doctor, do you think, Africa could have enough sources of energy that could qualify it for self-sufficiency?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like Africa is one of the best continents to have these resources. That's why many international companies are coming and investing in African countries, because other continents are already saturated.
How do you see Egyptian-African cooperation in this field in the near future, and how important would such a cooperation be in light of the whole world moving to cleaner sources of energy?
That's for sure needed, to be all together as African countries cooperating, because like we are sharing maybe one dream to have full accessibility of energy to all the people in the continent. Like, I mean, Africa is facing a lot of problems because around 900 million people are not having enough source of electricity. So after this cooperation and getting connected together, we can reach a dream of even being connected and exporting this energy to Europe.
Right. Doctor, let me ask you, what are some of the main challenges that face Africa in this regard? Is it issues of funding, etc., or is it issues of infrastructure or issues of technological innovation? What are some of the main challenges that face Africa as a continent?
The main challenges are for sure the lack of infrastructure. As you already said, we don't have good infrastructure to handle all the capacities. Also, funding is a major issue, but this can happen through cooperation with international companies. Also, the thing is to have one common entity or one common organization to collaborate all of us together for that dream.
Dr. Hisham, could you tell us a bit about some of the most important energy projects that have been implemented so far in Egypt and are hopefully going to spread to the African continent as a whole?
I mean, there is that big projects related to solar energy, which is in Benban, which is one of the biggest solar farms in the world.
Yes.
Also, the new common thing about the green hydrogen and green ammonia happening in Egypt, and this will be spreading all over Africa, and that's what has been discussed between the Minister of Electricity in Egypt, Dr. Shakir, and the Minister of Senegal, Aisha, about also this kind of collaboration in the green hydrogen and renewable energy projects.
Indeed, right. Dr. Hisham Nasr, green energy and hydrogen expert, thank you very much, sir, for your time.